If you've taken any classes with me, you already know that the number one way to increase the flavor of the food that you're cooking is through browning. But how do you actually go about that and just do it better? Hi, I'm Mark Bierke, and welcome to Tabula, where you can find simple lessons for the home cook. I have a really great shortcut to show you today. It's like the number one way that you can just get food browner quicker. Let's go. I have some grated potato here that I'm going to use to make some hash browns, but as it is, they're not going to be very brown. They're not going to want to brown very easily. They'll be like hash blondes. Well, why is that? Well, they have a ton of moisture in them, and that's the thing that inhibits browning. So what we want to do is actually remove as much of that moisture before we start cooking as possible. So I'm going to put it onto this clean dish towel here. This is the kind that I really like to buy from IKEA for 79 cents because you can't beat that. And if you really mess it up or stain it or lose it or rip it, you're not going to be very sad. You can see it's already soaking up a bunch of moisture and a bunch went onto the cutting board. But what I want to do is get this bowl here and then actually really start to squeeze it and wring it out. Check that out. That's unbelievable. That's going to take an extremely long time to evaporate in the pan, and all the while there will be very, very little browning occurring. All the while that the moisture is in there, the browning won't be happening. So we want to expel as much of that as possible now rather than later. Now I have a much smaller but much drier pile of potatoes, and these are going to turn into truly brown hash browns. So today's simple tip is to remove as much moisture from the food before you start cooking it if you want to have some really nice browning. And that could take place in the form of blotting dry with paper towels, putting in a salad spinner, or doing what we did today, wringing it out.